Have you ever had a premonition about something bad happening? Let's say you dreamt about being chased or attacked and then it happened in real life. Well, something like that actually happened to a young woman in China. She dreamt she was being chased by a vampire and then got kidnapped by one too. Welcome to the channel. One day in 2018, a young woman from Hunan province, China was taking a nap when she had the weirdest dream of her life. She was being chased through the streets by a strange man with sharp fangs, who looked like a vampire. She could hear his heavy breathing and feel his hot, fetid breath on her neck as he got closer and closer. She tried to run away, but he was too fast for her. Then she woke up in a cold sweat. At first she thought nothing of it, but then she started thinking, what if this dream came true? Maybe there really was some evil vampire out there looking to make her his next meal. She tried to shake off the unsettling feeling, but then her phone started ringing. It was her friend from Panyu, a city about 120 miles away. He was calling her to hang out and go dancing, but she was already feeling too creeped out to go. So she just told him she wasn't feeling well and needed to stay home alone. But then suddenly her phone was ringing again. This time it was an unknown number. The person on the other end started asking for her friend. She said that they were old friends and she knew something had happened to him because he had unshown up to work in 2 days. She tried to get more information from the person on the phone, but they kept hanging up. Something felt very wrong about this call. She tried to distract herself and went online shopping instead. But then she received a message from an account she didn't recognize. It read, "Where's your friend?" She responded by asking who they were, but they just kept asking her about her friend. And at this point, she was starting to get scared. She decided to go out for a walk to calm down. But as she walked along the street, she saw a black car driving slowly past her. She didn't think much of it at first, but then the car turned around and started driving back towards her. She tried to keep calm, but then the passenger started getting out. A man with messy hair and a blue shirt got out of the car and started walking towards her. And when he got close enough, she could see his face clearly. It was the same man from her dream, the vampire. She started screaming and tried to run away, but he was faster than her. And before she knew it, he had grabbed her and stuffed her into the car. She started kicking and screaming for help, but no one could hear her. Then everything went black. When she woke up, she realized she was in an abandoned warehouse. The vampire was standing over her with a sinister smile on his face. He told her that she was special and that he had been dreaming about drinking her blood. Now he was going to make her his bride so they could be together forever. But then she heard a voice in the darkness saying, "Don't drink her blood." Another figure emerged from the shadows and the vampire immediately became submissive, almost like a puppy. He dipped his head and said, "Yes, master." It turned out that the second man was the leader of a local gang. And even though he had fangs and looked like a vampire, he wasn't one. Instead, he and his gang were involved in some pretty messed up stuff. It's like kidnapping people and selling them to underground medical clinics where their organs could be harvested for money. The woman was actually meant to be one of those people. But when the vampire saw her, he took a liking to her and decided to keep her for himself. However, his master didn't approve, which is why he was forced to let her go. Although she was traumatized by the experience, the woman was grateful to be alive. She had truly escaped death by a hair. The police eventually caught up with the gang and shut them down. But despite the happy ending, this story raises some interesting questions. For example, how did the vampire know that the woman would be at the exact same place at the exact same time as in her dream? Was it a coincidence, or was the vampire stalking her? Unfortunately, we may never know the answers to these questions. Now go watch I Woke Up in an Abandoned Asylum. This is what happened next. Or click this other video instead.